All right. Welcome back here. It is Saturday, February 24th. This is going to be episode 15 of Shop Talk. Today, what do we do, man? Today we hooked up I didn't record anything. The steering column linkage from the I Did It to the 6L80. Used a low car. Put new plugs in, new wires. We put some gear oil in the rear end. And then we worked on the wheel wells and the radiator support for the 60.
Did the Raptor on the wheel wells?
Yep, Raptor the underside, primer the top side for paint. That was a full day's work.
Yeah.
All right, so Shop Talk is going to be, I have a couple suggestions here from people. We're going to go with mainstream lowriders versus unique or other styles. Okay, so when we talk mainstream, we're talking like Impalas, Cadillacs, Monte Carlo.
Well, I got something to add on that. I mean, and when you say Impala and Cadillacs, when did that become the normal, man? Like when was it odd to have anything else but an Impala, Cadillac, G-body? I mean, I remember back in the day. Well,
okay. So what you're saying is why are those other styles considered different?
Well, yeah, because like I said, back in the days, it used to be. I mean, people used to lowride everything, man. LTDs, Thunderbirds. What else? I mean, Pintos,
Rivieras,
Rivies, man. I mean, it was just like whatever was out there, man. People were lifting wire wheels on them, paint jobs. It was, it wasn't nothing out of the ordinary, man. To do any type of, whether it was a Chevy, a Ford, a Buick, Pontiac. It was cool and it was embraced. And then all of a sudden, little by little, it started getting, I don't know if it was maybe the internet took over and people just started saying, well, we can only accept Chevys, GMs. I mean, how many Fords? What's an acceptable Ford right now that's a lowrider? Not including the Lincolns. I mean,
maybe a Galaxy. I mean, I remember when I was a teenager, there was a Ranchero, which is basically an El Camino.
You see what I'm saying? But like back in the days, that was acceptable, and then now it's like it's not. It's like it's almost like not frowned upon, but it's like, you're not as cool.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Well, I think that to say that it's not acceptable is wrong because if somebody is doing something for other people to accept them, then they're doing it for the wrong reason.
True.
And I think that might be the root problem.
Yeah.
Is that people are doing things to
feel accepted,
or to impress or to compete with other people. And that's kind of taken away creativity. Now, me personally, I probably would never build a Galaxy. I would never build a Ford Galaxy. But I would definitely build a Rivy.
You know what I like that's odd that I think I've seen it once? It's a Buick Electra, like a 65, 66. Those look clean, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of cars out there that if done, they look okay. They're good. They look good.
And okay, to go back to your point about you're not building a car to be accepted, but you kind of are, man. I mean, you don't want to be driving down the highway or whatever, and people are laughing at you, man. You want to feel accepted,
Yeah, I guess to an extent.
Yeah, so I mean,
can't say
you want to pick a car that is accepted by the majority, I guess. And at the same time makes you feel good about it,
And that usually falls into an Impala or a Cadillac. But the thing is, like, I think you can only do so much, man. Like, it can only be done so many times. Like a 63 hardtop what can you do to a 63 hardtop that hasn't been done and still keep it a car? You know, I'm not talking about do all these crazy body mods and all. Yeah, and we're not talking about that. We're talking about street cars. Yeah. What can you do to a 64 Impala that hasn't been done? Yeah, nothing. Right. You know, nothing. Yeah. I mean, outside of a custom paint job with graphics of your choice or whatever, but that's a custom paint job. Nobody's gonna say like, "Damn, I've never seen a 64 with true spokes," or "Damn, I've never seen a 64 with 100-spoke Daytons."
Which I just seen a picture of one. I don't know what show, but it was like a tealish bluish color on true spokes, and it had a matching like Harley next to it.
Was that in Arizona?
I think maybe that was the Arizona.
I think it was at Arizona.
I like that. It was nice. It was 6'3", hardtop, right?
I believe so.
And it was done nice. I mean,
it was up on ramp on
some blocks or something.
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay, I think yeah.
It was a fully done nice car, man, and it was on true spokes, which took me by surprise because most times 63s are on Daytons, you know.
Yeah, or some
sort of
13x7.
Yeah, 13x7 Zenith or.
But back to the topic of mainstream. So what do you consider mainstream? Is
your typical 1958 through 64. I don't want to say 65 because even that 65 through 70 also kind of.
So they're not mainstream?
Get a bad rep. Well, I mean, there's people that like them. I like them, but it's not the normal. It's not like everybody's like clamoring to get your 1969. You know, it's its own niche. You know, people, you gotta like there's certain people for that. I'm one of those. You know, I got a 68.
Yeah. But
you know, and I like the fastbacks of the 65, 66, 67s. You know, all that. But okay, that's.
So you think 65 and up it falls under the category of alternative?
Well, there's levels to it. I think that's the next best option, and then it starts going away from that. You know, but for sure that 58 through 64.
That's everybody wants one.
Oh man, after that Dr. Dre videos, I think everybody wanted one. You know, it's like that's. I'm saying I don't know if it was the internet that made that or caused that, but yeah, man, it just kind of like made it like it changed it, man. Like from the 60s and 70s and all that, there was different kinds of cars, man. Different types of bombs, different types of Cadillacs. They were getting built, and now.
I'll be the first to admit I don't know anything about bombs. I like them. I probably would never own one, but I can appreciate them. I like when they're accessoried out, but that's not my thing. In my opinion, a bomb stuff would be an alternative. I don't see bombs as mainstream.
Well, no, I mean, and that not that many people have that passion to go looking for stuff that they can't find. You know, they don't really reproduce a lot of that stuff. You know, it's. Yeah. What's another type of car like the Mercuries and stuff like that? They mostly get turned into like these what do you call them? Lesleds.
Yeah. Okay. Mercs and
who has one in Kentucky?
Doe got one.
Doe
51.
Yes. Beautiful car. Mm-hmm. And I follow him on Instagram, man. He just had a show. Man, that candy paint on that is beautiful. But I mean, think about it.
But I don't call that a lowrider.
No, I'm saying, but if that car would be a lowrider, why wouldn't? I mean, it's a great looking car.
Yeah,
with the modifications that it's done, it's got that chop top and all that.
It's got a lot of subtle stuff.
You put some wires on it.
Is that car a lowrider?
You put some wires on it and you lift it. I think so. Why not?
Yeah, okay, if you do that, yeah. But as it sits now, no, that car's not a lowrider.
No, but I mean, like that's what I'm saying. That's the type of car that gets frowned upon. I don't know why. It's because it's not the normal. It's not an Impala. It's not a Cadillac. It's just beautiful. It's better than a Cadillac, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the whole idea of being normal is like self-inflicted. I mean, that's limiting yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
You're putting limitations on yourself. So you know, I think the mainstream is, you know, like you say, 58, 64, Cadillacs, big bodies, Fleetwood coupes, you know, G bodies, Regal, Cutlass, Monte Carlo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Rivies are mainstream.
Well, first,
I don't think the baby Lincolns are considered mainstream.
Which
but I like them.
Which one of those?
Mark IVs or Mark?
The ones with the wheel in the back.
Yeah,
Or
Mark 7. I don't know, but they have the 44s.
Okay.
I think a box Caprice two-door is considered mainstream.
Like Johnny's?
Johnny's, I would, you know, that's a rare car.
Yeah.
80 to 81 Lincoln Town Coupe. That's a really rare car.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's mainstream. I think that's alternative.
Yeah, but it's
executed well.
Okay, what I'm saying though, see, like, why wouldn't that be mainstream though? Like, in my eyes, that's a car that people would want. Is it because it's limited? It's because
they're hard to find.
Yeah, I think so. That maybe have something to do with it. Maybe it's because the more common or the more popular lowrider, there's an abundance.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
I think so. Or they may be easier to put together. Not cheaper, but easier.
Yeah, they make.
I mean, what about mini trucks? Are mini trucks mainstream?
Man,
Used to be.
Yeah, it used to be. Yeah, in the 90s they were big. I seen one down. I was going to work and I seen a mini truck on 13s down 290, I believe. Man, loved it.
Yeah.
I actually made my day.
I can't fit in one.
No,
But if it was a little extended cab, B 2200 extended cab, I can fit in that. I can't fit in no hard body Nissan. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I look like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
In
Well,
Mario Kart.
I don't know. Maybe that might be the look. That might shit.
No, man, but Rivies, man, they're really growing on me, man. Like we went to the Phoenix show, and there was probably like 4 of them there, and you know they're on True Spokes or True Rays or True Classics, but they were True Spoke wheels.
So you went to the Arizona show.
Uh-huh.
How many unique cars did you see there?
A significant amount, more than Houston shows. I was taking notes, put it like that.
Okay.
Saw some factory, saw some Lincolns, long Lincolns. I don't know what their mark, whatever they are, but one was convertible, black. That was different, and that looked really nice.
What about that Thunderbird? Is it a Thunderbird?
There was a T-Bird there. Yep, that looked good.
Okay.
Man, but the Rivies, man, like to me, they're really growing on me, man. Like I'm really, and I've kind of had an eye for them a couple years ago, but more recently, I'm like looking for them now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like before, I was like, it started out like you just walk by and not pay attention because there's a 64 parked next to it. We're gonna go look at that.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, they got some attention, and now I'm looking for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, when they're done tastefully, when
Yeah.
they're done really nice, I mean, nice paint job, nice chrome. It looks.
I don't like the boat tails. I don't like the boat tails.
The with the pointing in.
No.
I kind of a little bit.
I can't see myself doing that.
I like
but
that.
But a 65, I like the 70 Rubies.
Yeah.
I like the 70s. But I think that, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I'm tired of the same stuff. I'm tired of the 63s. I'm tired of the 64s. I'm tired of the Cadillacs. It's the same old stuff.
Well, you've had them, so I mean.
I've had them. So to me, I'm looking at, man, what else can I do that, you can pull off without breaking the bank, and it's a different style. Like, like to me, well, like I say, man, I wouldn't do many Fords. I think.
I don't know.
Name either a Glass House or a Rivy. I think that's in the works.
Can you name a Ford that
I would want?
Oh, can you name a Ford that's a lowrider right now that people are using to live?
Probably a Galaxy, man.
Yeah.
Fairlane, maybe.
Okay.
Just they're not I don't know. I don't know why they don't get the love. I don't know. I wish I knew, but yeah, you're right. It's like, man, nobody does it.
Maybe it's been embedded into people's head that it's always been a GM thing, a Chevy thing. You know, maybe somebody out there watching the video can comment on that and say, you know,
why don't Galaxies and Fairlanes get love?
Yeah, is it the body style? Is it
because it's a Ford
suspension? Yeah, maybe that's what I'm saying. Maybe the name itself has already gotten a bad rep, and well, I don't want to be associated with that. So even though I like the car, I don't want to own a Ford. You know, there's a lot of people that are true to the Chevy.
Yeah,
like they'll die with it. They'll be like, no, Chevy for life, right?
Yeah,
worst car in the history, but it's Chevy.
Yeah. I mean, they're all rusted out. So what did that tell you? But yeah, I don't know, man. Mainstream versus alternative. You know, I mean, I think a Grand Prix is an alternative. A Grand Prix, a G-body Grand Prix.
Yeah. I used to have one.
I don't think that's
82, 83, I think.
There was a Cutlass, I believe, at that show, man, and it was like man, I don't know the year. Don't get me lying, but like 73 or something. That looked,
the little short back end.
Long front, like a Monte Carlo, like a first generation or second generation Monte Carlo, but a Cutlass. And man, that sucker was clean, man. Like the paint, like wow, they put some money in that, and it wasn't no. That definitely caught my eye. You know, I was like, damn, look at that car. But I don't know why Ford don't get the love, man. You know, I mean, Pontiac too.
They have some really nice.
But you know, like if you think about it, man, you know, the Chevys were at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
As far as like the lap of luxury.
And now people want $108,000 for their vehicles, man.
Or 200, you know, or whatever.
Crazy, man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Maybe guys in the comment section can leave a comment saying what do they consider mainstream, what do they consider alternative, and
you know what, it could be maybe a region thing. Maybe people on the East Coast think different than the South or the West Coast,
or an availability thing.
Yeah, you know, a lot of vehicles go through harsh weather up in the north.
Oh yeah, they don't.
And so they don't last. You know, maybe that's what it is. You know, it can't find them. You know, could be. I know. I've seen like hot rodders and people that do muscle cars. You know, like they'll stray away from the Chevy, from the GM. They'll do
Mopar.
Yeah,
sure.
So yeah, maybe it's just us lowriders, man, thinking this way.
I think lowriders are really narrow-minded.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we're innovators,
and sometimes we're narrow-minded.
Yeah.
That's well said, man. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, just like you said, that's very true, man. How you can be an innovator and narrow-minded at the same time.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Well, yeah, man. Y'all leave a comment, man. It's been 20 minutes now. Hope you guys enjoyed this. That was episode 15.
Definitely. And leave in the comments, man, saying how Bobby's not here, man. I don't know what happened to him.
Bobby no-showed.
It's a no-show, man. No call, no show.
No call, no show.
Shit, that's a write-up.
Yeah, that's a write-up. Party foul.
So,
Bobby missed out.
Let him know. In the comments, let him know. Hey, man, what the hell, Bobby?
Yeah. So we'll bring you guys back next week. Thanks for watching. You want to do another one?